41 years of the Toyota 4Runner. I feel like this is the classic off-roader. I feel like it's the go-to, more rugged SUV. And I would say family SUV, but I actually don't associate this as a family car. I feel like it's just more of an adventure vehicle. I mean, obviously it's a great family vehicle. You can get it with a third row. This spec I have does not have the third row, but I will say the third row is not a full-time third row. It's kind of like jump seats, to be honest. This is Heritage Blue. I love it. Love the colors. And this is the TRD off-road premium spec. So it's kind of mid-trim, and this is not the hybrid. So the 4Runner for this new generation for 2025 has lots of options. This is the 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and then you have a hybrid as well. This one comes in, I believe, 4 trims, and then the hybrid comes in 5 trims. And the very top end trims like the Trailhunter and the Limited and the TRD Pro, those are all going to be on the hybrid on the top, more pricey specs. So this one is a good example of a more affordable 4Runner. And I have spent the week in this. I drove it all the way to Union, Washington from here, Vancouver. I know that means nothing to you guys, but it's about a 4-hour drive. So I have driven this through Seattle traffic, if you know what that's like. The adaptive cruise control is fantastic in stop and go traffic. I was in stop and go traffic in Seattle this week for about 4 hours. So very comfortable for mid-trim. You do not have to go all out and get the hybrid, limited, fancy. This thing is fantastic, and it's a very reasonable price point. Let's have a look around. Mentioned, I've spent a lot of time driving this week. About 9 hours of highway driving, and then locally, of course, the usual grocery, school pickup and drop off. This is the non-hybrid, so it's a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. 8-speed automatic transmission, and part-time 4-wheel drive. So that just means you can drive it in 2 high, 4 high, or 4 low. And it's adequately comfortable. I had an excellent experience with the adaptive cruise control with stop and go. It literally had to do that for me, stop and go traffic for a few hours coming home from my drive event this week in Washington State. So if you have never experienced adaptive cruise control in stop and go traffic, I just can't recommend it enough. It just takes your mind off of constantly, it's not your mind even. I mean, sitting in traffic is hard. And so not having to constantly be pressing brake, gas, it takes care of it for you. And there was a few times where I was stopped for so long that I had to hit the resume. It's funny, a previous generation 4Runner just pulled in front of me at the stop sign. You just hit resume on your cruise control buttons and it starts going with the flow of traffic again. So obviously you're still paying attention and you're concentrating on driving, but your feet aren't having to constantly manage the pedals. Love that about adaptive cruise control in stop and go traffic. So all around, I would say between the cameras and the cruise control and this comfortable seating, a pretty good JBL sound system, it's a joy to drive alone on a road trip. I love the black cladding, the rugged look against the Heritage Blue. It looks so good. Love that Toyota kept the really boxy shape of the 4Runner going for this new gen. This glass does still roll down. That is a 4Runner thing. And I love that our rear windshield wiper is tucked away. It's hidden underneath here. Love that. I used it a lot driving from through Washington State this week. So yes, the glass still rolls down. That's a 4Runner thing. tow hitch. We can tow up to 6,000 pounds with this spec. And let me give you a closer look. It's very spacious without the third row in here. So as you can see, tons of room without a third row, 60-40 split back seat. We have a privacy shade. And then of course, we're still gonna have cup holders and slots there because if we had a third row, you would want that. And then some tie downs, a speaker and a household plug, a 120 volt here. So for this new generation 4Runner, we get a new digital driver display and a huge center touchscreen. The wireless CarPlay is fantastic. It's very seamless, and then we have a wireless charging pad here as well. And the climate control is automatic, but we just have one zone in this spec, heated and ventilated front seats, and then a nice big dial for adjusting our climate, and then a nice volume knob as well. The Toyota navigation system is fantastic. I've used it in a lot of different Toyotas, so I really do appreciate their system. And then we get TRD badging in quite a few places on the start-stop button, on the gear selector. We have an excellent backup camera, 360 view. It is fantastic. Love this for maneuverability in parking lots. And then of course we even have our off-road camera, so that's perfect on a trail. You can literally see what's on either side of the vehicle and what is in front of you. Sorry, behind you. I'm in reverse. This TRD off-road premium has faux leather back here. Lots of room. This is in my driving position. I'm 5'1". I have a household plug and vents and 2 USB-C chargers there. We have latch for 2 child car seats, rear anchors or tethers for 3. We have seat back pockets. The JBL sound system is pretty good. I like this cup holder in the door. That's so great. And I love these big handles here for going off-road, but also just getting in and out because it is quite a tall truck. And then we do have a real opening sunroof in this spec as well. All right, you guys, now I have the Trailhunter in the Hybrid Max. Look at all the beefiness on this spec. I want to take you on an off-road course here in Texas. We're with Toyota headquarters today, and this Trailhunter can do it all. As you can see, muddy from water and looking so rugged. All right, I love this obstacle because it is very challenging. It's a rock climb and then a steep descent into deep water. Hello.
We got everything locked up.
I think so.
Rear locked.
Oh, do you want me to put it in rock?
Yeah, and then we'll lock the rear diff too.
Okay, rock, and then this one?
Yep. And then, yeah, let's try it. I'll show you right there.
Cool.
Everything, you're throwing everything at it.
Cool.
Same as before, slow and steady.
Cool.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Yep.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
If you are not going to go too fast, you can leave the. Oh, you're the second lap, so you already said
Yep,
this. You did not.
that's
so
okay.
Carry on.
I appreciate it.
If again, if you get greasy, you don't need to have your front locker on anymore for turns and stuff.
Okay.
And if it gets greasy, just go back to mud.
Okay. Perfect.
Have fun.
Thanks.
He wants you to splash, I think. So just.
Oh, okay. How fast can I go?
Fast walking pace.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, we got Toyota Jeff there. Hopefully I didn't slash on him. All right, sorry about my camera. It just does not stay horizontal on this course. So what do you guys think of this new generation 4Runner? If you are a Toyota enthusiast or a 4Runner enthusiast, were you surprised in a good way, bad way? I'd love to hear what you guys think. I really enjoy this SUV. I really don't think you have to go up to the hybrid to get the most out of it. This spec has been fantastic. I mean, unless you want to do some extreme off-roading and you want the TRD Pro, sure, I get it. But this TRD Off-Road Premium has pretty much everything I would want except for the third row. We don't get that in this spec. If you need a part-time third row, you can get it in a 4Runner, different spec. I will say that third row is very small. They're more like jump seats. But for a truck SUV, this thing is fantastic, and it's not as expensive as I would have guessed. The 4Runner in the gas, this non-hybrid, starts at 54,200 Canadian and 42,000 US dollars. This TRD off-road premium spec, 65,768 dollars Canadian, 56,420 US dollars. So I think for that price point, I know you might say, well, 65,000 is not cheap. It's not. But I feel like every other SUV I have been in the last few months, and if you've noticed, I've been in a lot of SUVs lately. They're all here on my YouTube channel. A lot of big SUVs lately, and they've all been hovering around $100,000 or more. So this one is 65,000, and I think it's a really good deal. And with Toyota, like, just the reliability, the resale value, like, I just think you can't go wrong. I'd love to know what you think. Please do subscribe. We will see you guys soon. I'd love to hear a question or a comment from you.